Hey there. Okay, I'm here to walk through my string. I've made a couple of these. I keep talking too much, so I'm just going to hit that A, B, C that you told us to do from the assignment. So, talking about the runtime analysis, all of these, outside of the constructor, there's the constructor. So, all of these starting with toString down to the main method, they are all O times N, except for two. So, O times N, we're talking about the mathematics behind these steps. We'll get to that. So A, again, runtime analysis. I have notes over here, so that's what I'm looking over there. Programs over there. All of them are linear except for two, and that would be length and get character location. Those two are O times 1 because they are, no matter what you put through them, they always have the same number of steps. None of these are quadratic, thankfully, because that would make our program slower. So none of these are quadratic operations, which is great. So the math behind that, the linear operations are O times N. So all of these are linear, except for those two that I mentioned, which is length and get character location. Those are constant operations because it doesn't matter what you put through them. They're going to do the same thing, same number of steps. And then the quadratic operations are usually O times N squared, which quadruples the number of steps. It doubles the size of data that it's dealing with and then quadruples those steps. So none of those are in here. So in terms of difficulties and points of interest, the memory management was interesting, ensuring the capacity, especially because Java doesn't allow for dynamic array resizing. Like you can't just willy-nilly resize any which way you want. And then efficiency goes kind of with my last point, which is the character versus string operations. It's hard to it's kind of inefficient when you're trying to get a string to go through things like index of, because it kind of muddles up your simplicity. It just makes it more difficult. So working at the character level can offer some efficiencies, but it complicates operations like that string class. So you kind of have to trade off your efficiency versus simplicity. Which one's better? I don't know. So error handling, you need a lot of error handling for stuff like this. And I would venture to say that I definitely do not have enough, because, you're trying to use strings in here and relying on indices. And it's hard to predict how your classes are going to behave when you're trying to use a string to go through all of that. So in summary, I would say that implementing a custom string like class MyString offers a lot of insights into our data structures. It definitely was a learning curve. Data structures, memory management, algorithmic efficiency, that big O notation, those are all things that I've learned just through this one project. So that's great. Anyway, I think I hit all the points. Let me know if you'd like to see my notes. Thanks.